Hello, today I will tell you about the First World War, and I am sure you have not heard this information anywhere before. Now let's move on to our narrative. Enjoy watching. The World War, considered one of the largest conflicts in world history, took place between 1914 to 1918. The origins of the war were a result of political and military tensions in Europe, imperialist competition, international alliances, and nationalist movements. The complexity of international relations and the arms race during this period paved the way for the outbreak of war. The fuse of the war was ignited with the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary in Sarajevo on June 28, 1914. The assassin, Gavrilo Princip, was a student of the Black Hand, a Serbian nationalist organization. This event led to Austria-Hungary taking harsh measures against Serbia, leading to a widespread international crisis. When Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia, Russia began military preparations, declaring its support for Serbia. Germany, supporting Austria-Hungary, declared war on Russia. Thus, the war brought the great powers of Europe face to face. Germany's plan to quickly invade France, known as the Schlieffen Plan, led to the expansion of the war and the invasion of Belgium by the German army. England declared war on Germany because Belgium's neutrality was not respected. Then Germany attacked France, opening the Western Front. The war was characterized by long-term trench warfare on the Western Front and large-scale mobile conflicts in the East. Hundreds of thousands of soldiers died or were injured along the fronts. The use of new technologies, tanks, airplanes, chemical weapons, increased the destructiveness of the war. On the Eastern Front, successful attacks against Russia were carried out by Germany and the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Russia's struggle with internal turmoil and economic difficulties increased the impact of the war on the Russian Empire. The Ottoman Empire also entered the war and sided with the Central Powers. With the entry of the Ottoman Empire into the war, conflicts occurred on the Caucasian Front and the Middle Eastern Front. In addition, naval warfare was an important part of the war. Especially naval battles between England and Germany affected a significant part of maritime trade, and submarine warfare began. Throughout the war, social and economic life was seriously affected. Women took on more active roles in the war industry and social life. Economies transformed into war economies, and the resource depletion and famines brought by the war deeply affected the people. The war expanded further in 1917 with the United States joining the war on the side of the Allies. The U.S. entry into the war increased the resources and military potential of the Allies. By 1918, Germany's resource depletion and increasing internal turmoil resulted in a series of major offensives in favor of the Allies. Germany's defeat officially ended with the signing of the Armistice of Mudros on November 11, 1918. The consequences of the war were determined by the Treaty of Versailles signed in Paris in 1919. Germany was blamed as the initiator of the war and had to pay heavy reparations. These reparations led to an economic crisis and political instability in Germany. After the war, empires collapsed, new national borders were determined, and the colonial order in the Middle East and Africa changed. The destructive effects of the war resulted in the death and injury of millions of people and left deep marks in human history. The psychological effects of the war also continued for a long time. In the post-war period, a new era began in international relations, and the world order was attempted to be reshaped with international organizations, peace treaties, and disarmament efforts. However, the traumatic effects of the war continued for many years and paved the way for the outbreak of World War II. Thank you for listening to me. I hope this information has told you the facts. In my next video, I will understand the Second World War. Do not miss it. I will be very happy if you subscribe and press the like button. I wish you a good day.